Hey friends, it's Boone Thompson with Boone Safaris. I want to address a topic that comes up quite often when I'm speaking to people about going with me on safari to Africa. And one of the big questions is it safe? And in my opinion, it is completely safe. But here's what people. There's a couple of things people worry about. Number one is are they in any danger from any kind of crime, violent crime in the cities? So let's take when we talk about Botswana and Zimbabwe, they're some of the safest countries in Africa. So I don't think that should be any concern at all. Let's talk about Kenya and Nairobi. Nairobi is a city of 4.5 million people. There is crime. Most of that crime tends to be more toward theft, robberies. If you look at crime statistics, and anytime I have a concern, I like to go to the statistics. So let's look at the statistics. Nashville, Tennessee is not as safe from violent crime as Nairobi. And any large city in the U.S. is not going to be as safe as Nairobi when it comes to violent crime. So that's something I don't think anyone should be concerned about. You just need to be diligent. We normally just go from the airport to our hotel before we go to the Masai Mara. So we don't spend a lot of time in Nairobi. I don't recommend going out of the hotel at night and unescorted. So the other thing you may have heard recently about some protest and some violence in Nairobi and some other parts of Kenya. That is a concern, but it seems that's under control. There was a financial bill that a lot of young people didn't like because it would raise their taxes, and their economic situation is not what they would like it to be. And so they protested, and it seems that maybe some unnecessary shooting of those protesters took place. I don't know how. It just appears to me that some innocent people were shot, and that's terrible. So we've been monitoring that situation, talking to people on the ground, and it all seems to be under control. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. And then finally, the other thing people are concerned about when it comes to safety is, am I going to be attacked by a wild animal? That's a legitimate concern, but it is so rare that happens. If you looked at the statistics, you'd have much more likely to be injured in driving to the airport than by a wild animal in Africa. These animals, they are scared of humans. The only animal in Africa that actually hunts humans is a crocodile. So we're not going to get right on the edge of the water when there's crocodiles present. So you don't have to worry about that. And we have great guides, great staff who guard our camp at night. They've grown up with these animals, and we're in good hands with them. So it would be a shame for someone not to go to Africa on an amazing safari for fear of either violence in the city or from a wild animal. So don't worry, you're in good hands. I don't think you should be concerned. Just be diligent, and you should be fine. Thanks.